between the Tulsa Drillers and the San Antonio Missions. Live baseball coming up right after this. Enrique Diaz, a right-hander out of the bullpen, will get the starting assignment here, as you can look at him. 6'2" and 203 pounds and age 24. We'll get the start for the San Antonio Missions here this afternoon. Now here's the shortstop for Tulsa, Jack Martinez. And we are about ready to go on the Sunday afternoon. Let's play ball. And here is the first pitch by Enrique Diaz, and that's going to be high fly in the air, out of play. And the count now is 0-1. 1 o'clock our time of the first pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and the count now is 0-2. Going to have a pretty good afternoon, and so far what is left of this first homestand of the 2016 season. Don't forget, Missions are on the road. They head to Springfield after this 3-game series. And also to Tulsa as well. And then back home to play a 4-game homestand against the Midland Rockhounds. Here's the 0-2. Right there, out of play. The Missions looking for their 4th victory after they swept the Springfield Cardinals. Springfield playing the Corpus Christi Hooks. 85 degrees, clear skies. Winds blowing 9 miles an hour from left field. A nice sunny day. And so far, Missions looking for the 4th victory, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. And there is the first out of the inning. Time now to give you the Tulsa Drillers starting lineups, and so far, these guys' first game of the season at San Antonio on the road. Now here is Julian Velasquez. We get started here. Now the pitch. Right there, 4-seam fastball. And the count now is 0-1. Missions in their beautiful home whites. Tulsa in their gray and blues. And the 4-seam fastball is down low, and the count now is 1-1. Well, we got a great home crowd, as we can see that it's a pretty good afternoon for baseball. So far, go ahead and give you ball clubs. Got Springfield at Corpus Christi. Got Tulsa here in San Antonio. Got Midland at Northwest Arkansas. They play the Naturals. And Frisco at Arkansas. So, Missions and Corpus Christi will get on the road. And pretty much you'll have Corpus Christi at Tulsa and San Antonio at Springfield. And now it's time for a defensive alignment for the home side. And so far, Enrique Diaz, the man on the mound here today. So far, this guy, he's the great fastball and strikeout guy. Here is Everett Roberts, the first baseman. He strides in, 2 away. And the 4-seam fastball is inside for the cold strike. And the count now is 0-1. 0-1. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count now is 0-2. Nothing and 2. The pitch right there to third. And, uh-oh, he can't hold on to it. And that's going to be a 2-out single.
Right fielder, Victor Vilgianis.
And that's going to bring in Victor Mitelatis. Scores decision for San Antonio is going to be an E5 on the play. Four-seam fastball that is fouled and away, and the count now is 0-1. And four-seam fastball, look out, that one nearly got somebody. So 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. So far as we're in the top half of the first inning, let's go ahead and give some shout outs. We got fans watching from the Tulsa Metroplex. So far they are here in San Antonio watching. They drive 8 hours and 28 minutes from Tulsa. And that is strike 3, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. Bottom of the first coming up, and we have no score. Jimmy Chavez, a right-hander out of the Tulsa bullpen, will get the nod here. As you can see, 6'0" and 200 pounds and age 22. Gets the start for the first of this 3-game series. Now here is Adam Zahorik, as he will stride in first. Gotta love a beautiful afternoon here in San Antonio. That's going to be a four-seam fastball, and the count now is 0-1. Drillers are the Texas League affiliate for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Mission's the Padres affiliate. Right there, high fly and foul. When the count now is 0-2. Outside for that four-seam fastball. And the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And right there, the changeup, strike 3 called. And there's the first out of the inning. Give you a Texas League starting lineups for the San Antonio Missions here today. And so far, Missions in a 3-game winning streak. They took the 3 against Springfield. And now they're going to try to take more. And now here's the left fielder, Jimmy Lundy. 1 away, bottom of 1, no score. And that is going to be lifted. High fly in the air. Center fielder running after it, making the play on the warning track. And there is the second out of the inning. Well, time now to give you a defensive alignment for Tulsa. And so far, these guys doing really good. And you got to have a lot of guys that are trying to get into Oklahoma City's AAA affiliate. Here's the center fielder, Miguel Cairo. 2 away. Last of this first inning here. And that's a 2-seam fastball, too high. And the count now is 1-0. Oh, you got to love those Tulsa-type jerseys. Gray, blue, and black. And that is right there, out of play. So the count now evens up at 1-1. 1-1 right there. And that's going to be caught by the left fielder, and that will be the final out of the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We go to the top of the second and no score. The catcher, Les Matsumoto, coming in. Starting up the top of the second inning for Tulsa. Now the pitch right there, the four-seam fastball is inside for a code strike. And the count now is 0-1. No balls. 1 strike. The pitch in. High fly in the air. Right fielder makes the play close to the track. And that is the first out of the inning. Left fielder Kevin Sanchez strides in. One away, nobody on. Swing and a miss. The changeup gets him outfooled. And close to the dirt, he swung. And right there, the count now 0-1. 0-1, the pitch in. Swing and a miss. Count now is 0-2. 0-2 delivery. Here's the pitch right there. High fly in the air. Left field. Left fielder camped under this one, and he makes the grab for 2 away.
Batting 7, third baseman,
That brings in the third baseman, Fernando Campos, as he strides in. And now here is the pitch right there. High fly in the air. Right fielder running after, and oh no, he misses it. Thought that would have been a third out on the play, but what are they going to rule that one? So far, that ball, hopefully he didn't touch it. And uh-oh, now he did. And now that becomes the second San Antonio error. And that's going to be right there. And that will be a 2-out single. 1 error in this inning like it was in the last inning. 2 errors. San Antonio committed the 2. And, well, you don't see that every day, but apparently you do in ball games. Right there, the 4-seam fastball is down and in. The code strike, and the count now is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. The pitch in, the 4-seam fastball is inside. And the count now is 0-2. Nothing in 2. Right there. Popped foul. Nothing in 2. The pitch in. High fly. In the air. And out of play. Right there. Swing and a miss. And he gets him down. And with that, the side is retired. So it's no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Bottom of 2 coming up, and we still have no score. Brian Henley, the hot corner third baseman, will stride in, starting off the home half of the second inning on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Churchgoers getting out of church, and so far gotta love a nice, wonderful Sunday afternoon. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 7:05, our first pitch. And Tuesday night as well at 7:05. The first pitches of those ball games. Monday family night and $2 Tuesday as the Missions continue their series against the Tulsa Drillers. Right there, strike 3 called. And Chavez will get a strikeout, and there is 1 away. Now here is the pitch. Right there, 2-seam fastball. And the count now is 1-0. 1-0 delivery. And that is popped right there. Foul. The count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. Right there. Pop up. Shortstop. And he's got it. And there is 2 away.
Batting 6, catcher, Rocky Gale.
That will bring in the missions catcher, Rocky Gale. He strides in. The pitch. Right there to third. And high throw. Keeps his foot on the bag, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. We played 2, and we have no score. Starting pitcher Jimmy Chavez for Tulsa will strike in. Top half of the 3rd inning, about ready to go. And now here is the pitch. That 4-seam fastball is inside. And the count now is 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Right there, 4-seam fastball. Count now is 0-2. 0-2. Right there, 4-seam fastball is just outside. And the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. Right there, swing and a miss. Get him down. And there is another strikeout to the starter.
The batter, shortstop.
And this starter is collecting those strikeouts. Now it's a pitch. Right there, the 4-seam fastball. And the count now is 0-1 to Jack Martinez. He striked out in the first and is 0 for 1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Get him down. 0-2. Right there, 4-seam fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. One and 2. Right there, 4-seam fastball outside. 2-2. Two and 2. Right there, strike 3 called, and they get Martinez looking. And there is 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Julian Velasquez.
I'll bring in Julian Velasquez. 0 for 1 with the strikeout. And here's the pitch. Right there. High fly in the air. And that will go out of play. So the count now is 0-1. The pitch right there inside, cold strike. And the count now is 0-2. This guy on the mound for San Antonio, he is just really on the focus point of getting these guys. And strike 3 called. And that will be the side in order. Another strikeout to the starter. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Bottom of 3, and we have no score. Leading off for San Antonio, Steve Ramirez.
Third baseman, Steve
As
Ramirez.
he strides in for the home half of the 3rd inning. And we're about ready to go. Here's pitch. Swing and a miss. The count now is 0-1 on the two-seam fastball. Right there, changeup just out in front of that swing. And the count now is 0-2. 0-2. Chopped foul. Count now is 0-2. 0-2. Right there, the four-seam fastball. Down and in for the ball, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and two. Outside, four-seam fastball. Count now is 2-2. Two and two. High fly in the air. And right to center as that goes to the center fielder for the out, and there's one away. Ramon Alfonso, the second baseman, will stride in. So far, so good. And right there, that's down and outside for the ball, and the count now 1-0. One ball, no strikes, high fly, and that one is swung on and missed. An outclass for the four-seam fastball. Change up just down low, and the count now 1-2. And right there, four-seam fastball gets him down as well. And Chavez will have another strikeout, and there are 2 away.
Enrique Diaz.
That's going to bring in Enrique Diaz as he will stride in. Starting pitcher here today is Diaz. And four-seam fastball, that's too high. And the count now is 1-0. Swing and a miss. The changeup gets him chasing. The count now is 1-1. Changeup, that's outside. The count 2-1. Lifted high, right to center, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We played 3, and it's on to the top of the 4th. We are back after this as Everett Roberts will come in as we start up the top half of the 4th after this break. So stay tuned, more baseball right after this. Back here for Texas League Baseball as we're about ready to get started for the top of the 4th. And here is the pitch to Roberts. And the count now, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, Sunday afternoon here, and don't forget tomorrow night is our Monday family night. 7 o'clock our first pitch, and that's going to be lifted high fly right there. That'll get down for the base hit. And that's going to bring a runner in scoring position as second with nobody out.
The right fielder, number 18, Victor Miltiades.
That's going to bring in Victor Miltiades. 0 for 1, a strikeout in the first. This guy is the Tulsa right fielder. He's got the second plate going, and all he has to do is get him home from second. Here's the pitch. Right there, four-seam fastball. And the count now is 0-1. Well, we got to say that continue to be with us during this homestand because we got a lot more fun on the way. Right there, right the first, and they get him. But meanwhile, the run is 90 feet away from scoring in the first run for Tulsa. And here's Les Matsumoto. He strides in. Base hit will get the run home from third. And that is high fly in the air. Should be enough for an RBI and a sacrifice fly. And Tulsa will get the first run of the ball game in.
Now batting, left fielder, Kevin Sanchez.
That's going to bring in Kevin Sanchez. Still stride in. After the RBI sacrifice fly, Kevin will take the plate. 2 away. Here's the pitch. Four-seam fastball that is far and outside. And the count now is 1-0. So we got Monday night baseball and Tuesday night baseball. Both games on both those nights will start at 7:05.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0. Right in a sinker. And the count now is 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, chopped foul. And the count now is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right here, swing and a miss. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and Tulsa will lead it 1-0. Adam Zahorik, the shortstop, is a strikeout in the first and is 0 for 1. As we start up the bottom of 4 here this afternoon. The pitch, and that is going to be high fly in the air to right field. Right fielder has it, making the play for the high fly and the first out of the inning. Here's Jimmy Lundy, the left fielder, the fly out in the first and is 0 for 1. And now the pitch. Four-seam fastball is inside for the code strike. And the count now is 0-1. Well, you got to love a pretty good camera view of our whole field. The pitch right there, four-seam fastball. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike, the count. As the pitch right there, popped foul. Foul ball on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. right there. And that ball goes foul. Here's a 1-2. Change up in the dirt even. And that will get the count at 2-2. Right there. And out of play. So the count now is 2 balls to 2 strikes. Right there to short. Right to first. And they get him down for 2 away.
Center fielder number 6, Miguel Cairo.
Now here is the center fielder, Miguel Cairo, 0 for 1 as the line out in the first inning. So far got a beautiful Sunday afternoon.
1-0.
And the first time that we have a nice day game. 85 degrees, shorts and t-shirts here. Usually it is coats and jackets during the nighttime games, which San Antonio do have breezy evenings. So 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Here's the 1-1. And a swing and a miss, the 2-seam fastball. Count now is 1-2. One and 2. And the 4-seam fastball is down and in. And the count now 2-2. High fly in the air. Center field. Running after it. And he makes the play. And that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We played 4, and it's on to the top of the 5th. And here we go. Fernando Campos will stride in, the hot corner Tulsa third baseman. As we get you set for this one, here is the pitch to him. And that is right there, the third. To first, throw in the dirt, and that is the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Oliver.
And now here is Oliver Nunez, 0 for 1, a strikeout in the second. Now the pitch, right there, high fly in the air. Running in foul territory as you have the first baseman and the right fielders running after it.
The pitcher, Jimmy Chavez.
And that will bring in Jimmy Chavez, the pitcher. A strikeout in the third, and those 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Inside for the cold strike. And the count now is 0-1. Nothing and 1. And that is high fly in the air. And the right fielder runs it down. And that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. And nobody left on. Bottom of the 5th. Drillers lead it by 1. Brian Henley, the hot corner third baseman, strides in 0 for 1, a strikeout in the first.
Henley.
So far, halfway home here this afternoon. And that is going to be right there, and that gets in for the base hit. Now into the hit column. Should I say Henley had the strikeout in the second? I stand corrected. And now here's Lance Lee. 0 for 1, the pop out in the second. Now the pitch. 4-seam fastball, that is outside. The count now 1-0. Somebody's saying something about a double play. Now right there, the four-seam fastball is inside. And the count now is 1-1. 1-1. Two-seam fastball, that's down and outside for the ball, and the count 2-1. Tying run at first. In the bottom of the fifth inning, and the count 2-1. Right there. 4, 3, 2, and that's a double play. And he ran into that one. That'll bring in Rocky Gale. So 2 away after the ground ball double play. And the pitch is outside for the four-seam fastball, and the count now is 1-0. Right there and out of play. So the count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 away. Bottom of 5 and nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the changeup gets him down. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That ends the 5th inning. And that means no runs on 1 hit. No errors. 1 left. Top of the 6th inning. And the Drillers lead it by 1. Jack Martinez, the shortstop, 0 for 2 and 2 strikeouts. Start the top of the 6th inning for the Tulsa Drillers here this afternoon. And here's the pitch to him. Four-seam fastball, that is down and outside for the ball. And the count now 1-0. Great home crowd on hand here this afternoon. And so far, hope everybody stays tuned for the remainder of this homestand. After this Tuesday's game, Mission's on the road to Springfield, and here is Julian Velasquez. 6 games on the road. We are back on April 21st. A 4-game series with the visiting Midland Rockhounds. First time ever of the 2016 season. Missions will be on the road after that 4-game homestand. They go to Frisco. Frisco Rough Riders. And the Midland Rockhounds. Right there, the four-seam fastball is down and outside, and the count now is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Is 1-2. Right there, swing and a miss. Get him down. And another strikeout. There is 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Everett Roberts.
Here's the pitch. Inside the four-seam fastball. And the count now 0-1 to Everett Roberts. 1 for 2 double and a run to the Tulsa first baseman. He strides in. No ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. High fly in the air. Left fielder running after it. And making the play. And that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Bottom of the 6th coming up. And the Drillers lead it by 1. Steve Ramirez, the first baseman, is 0 for 1, a fly out in the 3rd inning. This beautiful Sunday afternoon, a blue sky, nice and warm temperatures. And when you say nice and sunny. You just gotta love it when it's just beautiful. Picnic weather, baseball weather.
Ball inside.
Go out and see your friends, go out to eat, you know. Do a lot of things on a Sunday afternoon that will make a difference. But anyway, like I said, that would be excellent. So 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch that's going to be lifted. High fly in the air to the right fielder. Making the play is the right fielder. And that will be the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Ramon Alfonso. The strikeout in the third inning is 0 for 1. Tying run. A swing and a miss. And the count now is 0-1. Jimmy Chavez, 18 balls, 39 strikes, and a total of 57. So far, so good for the Drillers. They're trying to get San Antonio shut down. And that way, the 3-game winning streak will evaporate. And so far, San Antonio can still win the 4th if they try to get some runs in to score. That's what's important. Change up, down and outside for the ball, and the count now 1-2. It's a 1 ball and 2 strikes outside for a change up, and the count now is 2-2. Two and 2. Down low in the dirt for the ball, full count. Enrique Diaz on the on-deck circle for San Antonio. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch lifted high, and that will go out of play and foul. Three balls, 2 strikes, outside ball 4. And now the tying run at first, and now the go-ahead run is now approaching the plate.
Enrique Diaz.
That's going to bring in Enrique Diaz. 0 for 1, a line out in the 3rd inning. Now the pitch, right there. Right to short, and there is 1, there is 2, and that ends the inning on a 4-6-3 double play, and that will do it. We played 6 full. Tulsa leads it by 1. Back here for Texas League Baseball on the show as we look at the visitors who are now at 1-0 in this game. And so far, these guys, they got it going. Well, we're about to start the top of the 7th, and now here is Victor Matiliditz, the right fielder.
Victor
Miltiadis, his last name. Do apologize to Victor. So about ready to go. Here is the top half of the 7th inning. 1 ball and no strikes is the count. Here's the 1-0. Right there. Popped foul. And the count now evens at 1-1. One. Right there, high fly in the air, out of play. One ball, 2 strikes right there, and that's going to be line drive up the middle. That's going to get in for the base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Les Matsumoto.
And that'll bring in Les Matsumoto. Coming in, and so far 0 for 1, the sacrifice fly and the RBI that he had. pretty good afternoon for Tulsa. And now the pitch right there. High fly in the air. Right fielder running after it. And he makes the stop right there on that ball. And there is one away. Here's Kevin Sanchez. 0 for 2, the strikeout and the flyout. The pitch. The four-seam fastball. And the count now is 0-1. So Diaz now at 69 pitches. He's got a pretty good deal of confidence right there. Four-seam fastball is down and inside. And the count now is 0-2. On 2. Right there. High fly in the air. Left fielder. Getting that one is on the warning track. And there is 2 away. Fernando Campos, the third baseman, singled in the second and is 1 for 1. Just pitch to him. Four-seam fastball. That's inside for the code strike. The count now is 0-1. Nothing and 1. The pitch right there, out of play. Enrique Diaz, 12 balls, 61 strikes, and a total of 73. Here's the 0-2 right there. They will turn that. And that will do for this half inning on the force out at second. Get up a stretch. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and at least 1 left. Now here is Adam Zahorik. As he strides in, and that's going to be right there. That will go past the third baseman's glove. And that will be a base hit. What will they rule that one? And now here is Jimmy Chavez's in stats. As you can see, he stays in at 6 innings. Struck out 4. And we're going to have a double switch here. Here comes the manager as he talks to the home plate umpire. And a double switch is in progress. Here is Lloyd Boykin, 6'2" and 216 pounds and age 21. We'll get the starting assignment here for the new pitcher as a right-hander. We'll get ready to go. Jimmy Lundy, fly out and a ground out and is 0 for 2. Runner at first, nobody out, tying run. Four-seam fastball, that's down and inside for a code strike. The count now is 0-1. And pitch out, nothing doing. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Right there. 3, 6, 4, and another ground ball and a double play.
Miguel Cairo.
That'll bring in Miguel Cairo. 0 for 2, fly out and a line out. Tulsa really holding San Antonio down. I think they saw it as we played a 3-game opening season against the Springfield Cardinals, and they saw that we took those 3 games with a big fight on our hands. Now the pitch, right there, swing and a miss, the curveball. Count now is 0-1. Well, Tulsa at San Antonio, Springfield at Corpus Christi. So Midland at Northwest Arkansas, Frisco at Arkansas. As we play this Sunday's afternoon game. Now the 0-2 right there, four-seam fastball. And the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and two. The pitch in, and that is going to be lifted, high fly in the air, and the right fielder runs it down, and there is the final out of the inning. We played 7, and it's on to the top half of the 8th, and Tulsa leads it by 1. Oliver Nunez, the second baseman, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop out, will start the top of the 8th inning. So far, San Antonio down to their final 6 outs of the day. And I tell you what, that is not good when you look at it. They're 6 outs away from being shut down, and so far the count now is 2-0 on that four-seam fastball. Here's the 2-0 right there. And that is foul tipped into the catcher's glove. The count now is 0-1. Correction, 2 balls, 1 strike. Home plate umpire holds his fingers. And right to first, a quick play and reaction. Nunez goes down. That's the first out of the inning. And now here is Steve Golden. Boy, his last name is so good. And that's going to be right there. High fly, right fielder. Run it down. And Golden is retired back to the bullpen with 2 away. Jack Martinez, the shortstop, 0 for 3. A line out in the 6th inning. Well, we are 2 games left of this current first homestand of 2016. Four-seam fastball, that's down and inside for the code strike, and the count now 0-1. So far, I want to remind everybody our first pitch of the ball game for Monday night baseball, 7:05. So don't forget, we start 6 o'clock right on the dot. 1-1 right there. High fly in the air and out of play. Don't forget family night and also $2 Tuesday as we play the remainder of this current homestand against Tulsa. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. Right there, a high fly. And that ball will go foul in foul territory. Two and two. High fly again. Right there and out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. Right there. High fly in the air. Right field. Right fielder has it, and he makes the play, and that will end this half inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Bottom half of the 8th coming up, and the Drillers continue to lead by the 1 run. Harold McNally, 5'10", 181 pounds, and is in the teens. And now that'll bring in Brian Henley, the hot corner third baseman, single in the 5th and is 1 for 2. So far, Mission's down to their final 6 outs of the day. And that's going to be a cutter, swing and a miss, and the count now is 0-1. And that is right there. And the count now is 1-1. And that is going to be lifted. High fly in the air. That'll land for the base hit. And what a way to get that one going. Here's Lance Lee. Right fielder, ground out in the pop out, and that's 0 for 2. And that is right there. And the count now is 0-1. Nothing and one. The pitch right there, swing and a miss, and he jumped out of his shoelaces right there. Should I say tennis shoes, house shoes, slippers? Well, what's the difference? I mean, they're all the same, except there are some shoes that don't have shoelaces. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And pop foul, the changeup. Count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Pop foul again on the changeup. The count now is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes right there. Swing and a miss. And that is the first out of the inning. And now Rocky Gale, the catcher, 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out. Now the pitch right there. And the count now 0-1. Bottom of the 8th, Tulsa leads by 1 run. They shut out San Antonio by the score of 1-0. The home half of the 8th inning. And if you're listening to us on the radio, this one is a tight game. And so far, missions look to get in and scratch in some runs before it's too late. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch in, high fly in the air. And the left fielder will catch that just a little bit shy of the warning track. And there is 2 away. First baseman Steve Ramirez, 2 flyouts and is 0 for 2. Last of the 8th inning with the final out of the inning. And that is going to be right there, right to right field, and that will do for this half inning. So it's no runs on 1 hit, 1 left, no errors. Go to the top half of the 9th. Tulsa leads by 1. Julian Velasquez
Julian Velasquez
will come in, start the top of the 9th inning, and now here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 4-seam fastball. Count now is 0-1. Here's the pitch, high fly in the air, and the count now is 0-2. Nothing at 2, the pitch. Right there, 4-seam fastball. Count now at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one is down at the dirt. So a ball and 2 strikes. Gotta say, Enrique Diaz close to his 100th pitch. And that is right there. That will hit the wall and foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's going to be popped. Jump throw. Run the pitcher to the first baseman. And they'll get the first out. And as you look right here, total of 92 pitches in his report. So far, the pitch efficiency is so good that they may even keep him in. And he can have a complete game. Right there, four-seam fastball is down and inside for a ball, and the count now is 1-0. Just got to love a beautiful Sunday afternoon baseball game, and so far we will go ahead and tell you when our next Sunday game is. At home, we will have it against the visiting Midland Rockhounds in the fourth of this four-game series before our big road trip as we had 4 games at Frisco and 4 games at Midland. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here is the 2-1 delivery right there, out of play, and the count now is 2-2. 19 balls, 77 strikes in total. 96 to Enrique Diaz. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right there, swing and a miss. And there's another strikeout. Diaz in command of the mound. And so far, he might give his bullpen a rest, as he is the lead captain on the list. Now here is the pitch right there, sinker inside for the ball. And the count now is 1-0. Victor Matidis, 1 for 3, the single in the 7th. Now here's the 1-0. Outside four-seam fastball.
2 balls, no strike.
Count now 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch 100. And on deck is Les Matasumoto. 3-0 count, 2 away. And at the pitches of 100 so far in this one. 3-0 right there. And the count now is 3-1. 3-1. And that is going to be right there. To second to first, and they get him down. And that will end the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. 8, 9, and 1 do hitters for the bottom of the 9th. Tulsa leads it 1-0. Bruno Gomez, 5'11" and 209 pounds and age 24. Get the start for the last of this game. And greeting him is Ramon Alfonso.
Second baseman, Ramon Alfonso.
We get you set for the bottom of the home 9th. And now here's the pitch. That's going to be a 2-seam fastball, and that will go down low, and the count now 1-0. Oh, don't forget, tomorrow night, 7:05, our first pitch of the game, as we have Monday family night. Tuesday night, the finale of the 3-game series against the Drillers on $2 Tuesday. That is right there to third. And they will get him out at first, and they are 2 outs away from a shutdown.
Enrique Diaz.
That'll bring in Chad Matheny
Your attention, please.
as a pinch hitter.
Commissions, number 20, Chad Matheny.
1-0 is the score as the Drillers hold by 1. Pop foul, and the count now is 0-1. Nothing and 1. Outside curveball, and the count now is 1-1. One and one. And that one is lifted high fly in the air to center. center fielder will make the play, and they're an out away from a complete game.
The shortstop, Adam Zahorik.
And that'll bring up Adam Zahorik. 1 for 3, single in the 7th. And he's got one more chance to see if he could crack and get a score in. Curveball is down and outside for the ball, and the count 1-0. 1-0. And that is going to be high fly right there. And that will get down. And that will be a double. So the tie-breaking run is now at second base.
Left fielder, Jimmy Lundy.
And now here is Jimmy Lundy, the left fielder. Ground out in the 7th and is 0 for 3. The pitch right there. Sinker is down outside. Count now is 1-0. Got the tying run in scoring position at second. 1 out left in this game, and it will be done right there. Right to third. And that is the ball game. And Tulsa will win. And that means the 3-win streak for San Antonio has now evaporated. Well, a 1-0 shutout finish. The Drillers will win this one here on this Sunday afternoon. So far, don't forget, we are back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. First pitch against the Tulsa Drillers. Don't forget, Tuesday we're wrapping up the 6-game first homestand of the year. And then we take it on the road to Springfield and Tulsa. And gotta say, that right there is pretty good. Final line scores. Tulsa, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. For the Missions, no runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors on this one. Well, have a pretty good afternoon. Thank you guys for tuning in with us on this beautiful Sunday. And player of the game for the Drillers is Jimmy Chavez, as he stayed in 6 innings of play with 4 strikeouts. And so far, he is our top player of the game. A 1-0 early finish here today, as this game has finally wrapped up on this Sunday afternoon. And so far, we will see y'all tomorrow night, 7:05 first pitch. And for more, don't forget to check out MLB The Show /baseball.com.
Final line score. First for the victorious Drillers. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Missions, no runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. And please drive home safely.